In February 2023, I visited the Imperial War Museum Duxford for its exhibition Hurricane, Unsung Hero, with a display of 7 Hurricanes and other aircraft. Let's take a look. The conservation hall was quite crowded, especially as the Handley Page Victor was still in situ. The first aircraft we shall look at is BE505 I, a Mark I Hurricane built in 1940. The aircraft served in the Battle of Britain and in 1941 was sent to Russia, from where it was recovered in 1990. It is shown in its original 253 squadron colours and code of SWP. P2902 was built in 1939, and during the Battle of Britain it crash landed on a beach and sunk in the sands, and lay there until 1988 when it was recovered and restored. It is shown in its original 245 squadron colours with code DXR. 5711 was built in Canada in 1942 and served with the Royal Canadian Air Force. It is now shown in the colours of 303 Polish Squadron, and in particular the aircraft of Józef František, a Czech pilot flying with 303 Squadron. František shot down 17 German aircraft, making him one of the highest scoring aces of the Battle of Britain. He was killed in a flying accident in 1940. The next 3 aircraft are the predecessors of the Hurricane, namely the Nimrod, the Hind and the Fury, all Hawker designed, and which formed part of the pre-war Royal Air Force. This aircraft was built in 1940 and sent to 501 Squadron at Kenley. It was shot down on the 24th September 1940 and lay in the ground near Maidstone and was not recovered for 50 years. It was restored and today bears its original 501 Squadron markings of SDX. Z7015 is a Sea Hurricane which was adapted to be catapulted off of a catapult-armed merchant ship, CAMS, and originally the pilot had to ditch in the sea and await rescue. Later Mark I-Bs had an arrestor hook to land on a small flight deck. Today it is shown in the colours of an 880 Squadron Fleet Air Arm. 1374 was built in Canada in 1942 and was acquired by a private buyer at the end of the war. It is today displayed as BE505 of 174 Mauritius Squadron, code XPL. It is shown as a Harry bomber, and it was involved in the famous Dieppe raid of 1942. Was shot down whilst being flown by Flight Sergeant Watson. He survived and was captured. The aircraft is named after his wife Peggy. It has been converted to a 2-seater and is the only one in the world. During the Battle of Britain, this aircraft flew 49 sorties with 11 different pilots who were responsible for downing 5 enemy aircraft. It was subsequently sent to India but did not see flying service. The aircraft was returned to the UK in 2001 and restored to flying condition. It is shown in its 605 County of Warwick colours. It couldn't let the Hurricane have the glory, could it? As a comparison, the exhibition also includes Mark I Spitfire N3002. Although overshadowed by the Spitfire, the Hurricane formed the backbone of the RAF during the Battle of Britain and accounted for over 60% of kills, and thus can be truly said to be the unsung hero.